gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. What a NXT TakeOver Philadelphia we seen last night. Wow. I was so spent after watching it that I couldn't really do my review last night, so I did it this morning. First match, we had the NXT Tag Titles on the line. We had the former champion, Authors of Pain, Hakeem and Razor versus the Undisputed Era and Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, the current NXT Tag Team Champions. The power that Hakeem and Razor have is just untouched to many. They're just such a powerful, brute team that can still go out there and put on a great match. A lot of times you see the bigger guys like that, they're not very athletic. They remind me a lot of an early Big Show, when they can do athletic moves and still have that power and stuff. But, Undisputed Era, Fish and O'Reilly, their striking ability is second to none. When they start with those kicks and getting out of moves and whatnot, it's just amazing. One of the bigger spots, Bobby Fish freaking almost tackles Razor out of the ring as he just kind of blindsided him and gets him out of the top rope. They started working on his knee a lot, going after that, doing some submission stuff. Finally, it was kind of a weird roll-up that O'Reilly did on Razor, and to get the pin. They could have done more with it, I think, but it's almost like they needed Authors of Pain out of the title hunt for NXT, so this is their kind of way of doing it. So I'm betting they get moved up soon, either the Monday after Rumble or possibly the Monday after Mania. The match was only 14 minutes. I gave it 3.5. It was pretty good. So the Undisputed Era retained their tag titles. As we've seen in the crowd later on, we've seen War Machine. So we got Rowe and Hanson coming to NXT. So that'll be fun to see what they can do with the NXT tag teams. TM61 is going to make a return. So I think the Undisputed Era has a lot of potential opponents that are going to be very, very good teams. The team of Tito Sabatelli and Roderick Moss, I'm really liking. I think they can build into something. So what's going to happen on the tag scene in NXT? Next, we had a match that was added to the card after I did my preview. Cassius Ohno, the Young Knockout Kid, versus Velveteen Dream. I will say about Velveteen Dream, he is much better in the ring than I gave him credit for initially. At War Games, TakeOver War Games, he faced Aleister Black, and that match was unbelievable. I realized how talented Velveteen Dream was. He had a match versus Johnny Gargano last week on NXT Weekly that I gave 3 3/4 star to. It was for Gargano's spot for the title. Gargano retained, but Velveteen Dream in those matches, and then even this match against Cassius Ohno, showed me how he can strike with the best of them. He's got that rolling Death Valley driver DDT thing he does. It's just weird, amazing. And then he follows it up with that Rainmaker elbow off the top rope. As good as Cassius Ohno is, it's kind of neat seeing him putting over guys. TakeOver War Games, he put over Lars Sullivan. Now he's kind of helping build up Velveteen Dream. Velveteen Dream getting the victory. It was only a 10-minute match, so it's like, oh, okay. I mean, I think these guys can go more. I know Cassius Ohno can go more. I've seen a 93-minute match with Cassius Ohno in the past. But I gave it 3.5. Velveteen Dream getting the victory. Next, we had the NXT Women's title on the line. We had challenger Shayna Baszler, who was in the main event of the Mae Young Classic, versus champion Ember Moon. This match was fairly boring to me. I almost fell asleep during it, to be honest with you. It wasn't what I'm used to for NXT Women. Shayna Baszler is a mat wrestler, submission-based. She's really heavy in submission when she was in MMA. A lot of what she does is MMA-based. I think she needs to take a step back from the MMA and realize where she's actually at right now. She's a female Brock Lesnar. And I'm hoping that if Ronda Rousey ever comes to WWE, she's not the same. I'm hoping she worked enough in the NXT Performance Center to not be that. This match was just nothing to me, really. I gave it 2 3/4 stars. One of the worst rating matches I gave an NXT match, especially a women's match. Baszler had this rear naked choke, chicken wing type submission on. Moon was able to get out of it some into almost a roll up and kind of rolled her up and got the pin. Shayna Baszler attacked her afterwards. Hopefully Ember Moon's not hurt. I haven't looked up this morning to see if she was or not, but it looked pretty bad when she had her arm like this and she kind of stomped her arm like she did Dakota Kai on NXT Weekly. So hopefully Moon's not hurt. Shayna Baszler did not gain a fan in me. I ranked her 19th in my overall WWE Women's rankings. She needs to do a lot for me to stay in that. So Ember Moon retaining her NXT Women's title. Moving on from that, so we seen Candice LeRae, Mrs. Wrestling in the ringside area during the show. So I'm glad they got her signed. I had her ranked like in the top 10, right around 10th, I think it was, about looking back. So good to see her there. I'm glad she's going to have some good matches. All right, our sub-main event. We had an Extreme Rules match. We had Aleister Black versus Adam Cole. Just wow. In my eyes, this match was in the same level as Kenny Omega, Chris Jericho, no DQ, Wrestle Kingdom 12. I'm going to say it. It was just unbelievable. And some different spots I wrote down. Aleister Black had a springboard moonsault as he did the moonsault and flipped up. Adam Cole did a home run hit with a kendo stick right into his midsection. It's just the fact that Black took that spot. I mean, just doing the moonsault and just wham in the midsection with a kendo stick. Adam Cole, he is one of the best technical wrestlers in professional wrestling. He's a technician in that ring. Adam Black, did the electric chair move. I don't know if y'all know, he has him up and he flips him over and right on the top of the top of a ladder. So it's like, ow. Adam Cole took that little spot. It's like, damn. Cole, this is actually one of my favorite spots. Adam Cole set up a table on the outside, and then Aleister Black ended up setting the table up on the outside. You get the crowd. They're in Philadephia. So that was a ECW Ring of Honor crowd. And you had him chanting, get the tables, they get the tables, and everybody's chanting tables. And Aleister Black was on the top row with his chair, getting ready to do some move off the top rope with the chair on the Cole. Cole gets up, super kicks chair in Aleister Black's face. And Aleister Black just off the top turnbuckle through both tables. It's like, holy crap. And then he did that backbreaker on the Cole off the top of 2 chairs. They set 2 chairs up, and Cole just basically dropped Aleister Black on top of him. So the top of the 2 metal chairs right in his back. It was crazy. So like I said in the preview, we had the Undisputed Era come out. They attack Aleister Black. They actually stopped the count. It looked like a 3 count Gary happened, and Undisputed Era came out, took him out. Well, Sanity has an issue with the Undisputed Era. So Sanity came out. You had Sanity, you had Young and Wolf taking out Fish and O'Reilly. You had Killing Danes in the ring. I'm like, okay, is he going to attack Adam Cole or what's going on here? He did a mid-rope dive. Killing Danes, mind you, did this. It's like, whoa. And he took out all of Sanity, took out Sanity and Authors of Pain. It looked like at one point right before this that too many teams out here that Undisputed Era was going to put Aleister Black through the announce table. He was sitting on the barrier there, and it looked like they're going to powerbomb him through the announce table. Well, Cole came over to do it. Aleister stopped it. Aleister Black did almost like a double knees on the Cole through the announce table. Black gets him back in the ring after this and hits the Black Mass, and 1, 2, 3, Aleister Black beats Adam Cole by pinfall in an Extreme Rules match. A 22-minute just classic match. This is a match of the year candidate, not only in NXT WWE, but in professional wrestling. I gave it 4 3/4 star. I rated this match the same as I did Omega Jericho. And the same as I did the Fatal 4-Way for the IWGP Junior Heavyweight title that Will Ospreay when he beat Tanahashi, Kushida, and Marty Scurll. I give this match equal to those two matches in my book. The main event, the NXT Championship on the line. Champion Andrade Cien Almas versus Johnny Gargano. Almas had Zelina Vega in his corner. We knew this match was going to be good. Knowing how I've kind of liked Andrade Cien Almas a lot when he came up. And I can remember thinking to myself back when he first debuted in NXT, going, this guy's got some talent. This guy should be NXT champion someday. But just the way his feuds went and storylines, he really wasn't never set up for that. And then he finally got the opportunity versus Drew McIntyre. I'm like, oh, here we go. He wins this. There's no way he doesn't. He won it. And I set this match up, with Gargano and Almas at NXT Philadephia. It was a lot more than what I expected. Johnny Gargano has such wrestling heart. He just will take a spot and doesn't give a damn. He doesn't. I want to say this with the fans, but a lot of guys say that. He just put on this persona where no matter what, you can't beat me down. I will take your best and give it right back to you. Some of the top tier spots I wrote down. Gargano did a dive off the apron. Oh my God. He was standing on the apron. Almas was on the outside. He does a couple kicks. He went to dive at him, and Almas just stepped out of the way, and he did this. And Gargano did this flip and just landed back first on the mat on the outside of the ring and bounced right in front of his wife, Mrs. Wrestling, and Candace Wrestling. And it's like, whoa, dude, Johnny Wrestling, whoa! Almas did this moonsault off the top, and he does this a lot. I've seen. He'll go to do a moonsault, his opponent will move, he'll land on his feet and do a standing moonsault. Which, that's incredible to me. A lot of guys do it, but it's hell incredible to me. And just the back and forth, the false finishes, and every time he thought it was over, it wasn't. Zelina Vega getting involved multiple times. You knew she would. At one point she gets involved. Candace LeRae comes out of the crowd and just levels her at ringside, and she basically chases her out of the arena. Gargano does this freaking dive onto almost on the outside, and you got, how can this match still be going on? It's just one move after the next, just unbelievable aerial stuff, mat wrestling, just every possibility of what can happen in a wrestling match happened in this match. Finally, you had Johnny Gargano sitting on the apron, and Vega did a freaking couple knee shots, and Gargano sitting there like, you had to make sure he was okay. I mean, the physicality in this match, this match. We end up getting a clean Andrade Cien Almas pinfall. Nothing taken away from Johnny Gargano. I did want Johnny Gargano to win this. 32 minutes of wrestling. this will be match of the year in NXT, at least by my book. I rated this match higher than I've ever rated any match ever. One of my favorite all-time matches is Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels at WrestleMania 25. I gave it 4 3/4. I gave Jericho Omega at Wrestle Kingdom 12 4 3/4. I gave Aleister Black, Adam Cole 4 3/4. I'm saying 5-star on Almas and Gargano. Straight up 5-star match. Yeah, I've never seen a match like that. After the match, we did get what I said in the preview. We had Gargano and Candice Wrestling standing on the stage, and out comes Tommaso Ciampa hitting Gargano with his crutch, and then just stare down and a walk away by Ciampa. So more than likely at TakeOver New Orleans, we will get Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano. Please, Triple H, wait till TakeOver New Orleans. I want to see that match live. As for the title, almost retained. Who knows where that goes? Is it going to be Adam Cole? Will it be EC3, who we've seen in the ringside area? Could it be Ricochet, who we've seen at ringside during the show? Could it be Aleister Black? There's so many possibilities that Almas can face at TakeOver New Orleans for the NXT title. Could it be Gargano again? Could it be a 3-way? Who knows? But exciting action, a 4 3/4-star match, and a 5-star match. So that will wrap up the NXT TakeOver Philadelphia review. Stay tuned for the review of Royal Rumble. That will be up probably late Monday, because I'll probably film it Monday morning before I go to work, and then only go up all day. At Royal Rumble tonight, this video will be up before Royal Rumble airs. There is something online that I seen that don't know the truth of it, didn't read it, and just seen the highlight part of it. Kenny Omega kicked out of the Bullet Club. So take that for what you want. Bobby Lashley supposedly signed with WWE. He did not appear at NXT last night. War Machine was at ringside. Ricochet was at ringside. EC3 was at ringside. Candice LeRae was at ringside. The only signee that I had rumored that WWE had done that was not at ringside was Bobby Lashley. He should be in the Rumble tonight. So enjoy the Rumble. Stay tuned to the Robert Sports Show sometime Monday before Raw to see the review of it. As always, thanks for watching the Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.